Alright, what is going on, guys? TheNewEnforcer here, bringing a brand new video. And in today's video, since this will be the first video of 2017, I really wanted to try something different for you guys. So as you guys can tell by the screen and by the title, we're going to be doing a weapon review for Battlefield 1. Now, me and my cousin have really been playing Battlefield a ton lately. We've made some great new friends on Battlefield, and we've been having a blast on Battlefield lately. So I was just thinking, hey, maybe I can make weapon reviews, just like I make variant reviews on Infinite Warfare, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this. Basically, how I'm going to be doing these reviews is I'm going to be going through every weapon in Battlefield 1, and then, of course, they all have these sort of variants to them. They're not really variants. I don't really know what they're called. I don't know the technical term for them. But in today's video, we're going to be doing the Cel-Rigotti. Now, this is the first medic weapon that you start out with. It is a semi-auto rifle with huge amounts of damage. It does a huge amount of damage per shot. It gets a ton of damage per shot, as I just said. You can get basically 3 to 4 shot kills, so just keep that in mind while we're reviewing this. Also, another tip for this weapon is to make sure that when you're reloading, either reload it at 5 shots or reload it after you shoot 10 of your shots, because your cartridge will reload 5 at a time, and then once you get 5 out of the magazine, it just starts putting them in single-handedly, and it takes you forever to reload. So I would just recommend shooting 5 shots and then reloading. But for our first sort of variant of the Cel-Rigotti, we have the Cel-Rigotti Factory. Now, this is the one that you absolutely first start out with when you have the medic class, like your first game with the medic class. You're going to be using this weapon. It is very good. As I said, you get 3 to 4 shot kills with it. It does a huge amount of damage per shot, and in Battlefield, 3 to 4 shot kills are actually pretty good. You don't really see 1 shot kills in Battlefield as much, except for like snipers and stuff, and your fully auto weapons aren't going to be doing 3 to 4 shot kills like they do in Call of Duty. So having a 3 to 4 shot kill is very, very good. And it also has very good accuracy, and control of the recoil is very easy to control as well. So just keep that in mind as you're using the Cel-Rigotti. Now, the Factory, I would put it basically the second best variant of this weapon that you could use. You're going to have to spend some of your war bonds to get the absolute best variant, in my opinion. But then again, you do get your war bond. You do get a lot of war bonds as you level up. So just keep that in mind. You are going to have to use war bonds to use all of these different variants of the weapons. But with that being said, that is basically the end of the Cel-Rigotti, so let's just hop right into the Cel-Rigotti Factory, so let's just hop into the next variant. So for our next variant, we have the Cel-Rigotti Optical. Now basically, this is, of course, the Cel-Rigotti Factory, but it has a better accuracy stat, and it, of course, gives you this optical right here. Now, my opinions on the optical sight that this game gives you, I really dislike it, honestly. Just my opinion, it's not that good of a sight, and it really hinders your ability to see people sometimes when you're aiming down sights through it. Like, it's just such a small circle, and then the dot, like, I don't really know. It's also, like, the dot, you don't necessarily shoot right where the dot is all the time. So the optical variant just isn't very good in my opinion. Basically on any weapon, it's not the best weapon variant that you can use. It really just makes you suffer when it comes to how good this gun could be. Because as I said, as you get better accuracy, but that's not necessarily what you want in this game. You want better control in this game. Because your accuracy is basically just like knowing where your bullet's gonna be, and even with the optical sight, as I said, it's not a very good optical sight. It's very hindering. It's very small. So with that being said, that's basically my opinion on the Cel-Rigotti Optical. I would recommend that you don't use it if you're going to use the Cel-Rigotti. I would recommend that you use something else. But if you guys have to use the Cel-Rigotti Optical, it's not a bad option because it still does get those really quick kills. As I said, this gun kills in like 3 to 4 shots. So keep that in mind as you're using this weapon. This was probably the worst variant of it that you can get, just because that optical sight is so weird and it hinders your weapon so much. But with that being said, that's going to be the end of the Cel-Rigotti Optical, and we have one more left, so let's hop right into it. So for our third and our final weapon variant of the Cel-Rigotti, we have the Cel-Rigotti Trench. Now this has the same exact stats as the Cel-Rigotti Factory, except it has a better hipfire. So basically, this is just helping the weapon in an area where you don't find yourself using it a lot, but if you are close range with this weapon, you can actually hip fire when you have the trench. Now, since you can actually hip fire with this weapon variant of the trench, I am going to say that this is the best weapon variant. But it is a very close call between this one and the factory, because the factory is very good in its own right. Now, I don't know if this has a different sight. It looked a little bit different than the factory to me. You guys let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But other than that, this is basically the same. This is basically the Cel-Rigotti factory. So, with that being said, that's basically going to be the one that you want to use is the trench, because it has the same stats as the factory, except now you can hip fire. So basically, that's going to be the end of the review. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys want to see more Battlefield 1. I will definitely post more Battlefield 1. But as I said, that's going to be the end of the review. So it's been TheNewEnforcer. Leave a like and possibly subscribe during the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.